Gundam.tk presents AG Genoace Custom. Hey again everybody, it's Robert184, 2 R's 2 B's from YouTube and Gundam.tk, and the newest Gundam anime, Gundam Age, has brought us all sorts of MSs in all sorts of grades. So now it's time to take a look at this one, the advanced grade 1/144th Genoace Custom Wolf Senyoki. This kit first went on sale in October of 2011 and sells for the kid-friendly price of 600 yen. Here you can see the scale, and it's number 4 in the AG series. Gundam fans are of course going to be familiar with high grade 1/144ths, and the advanced grades or first grades or entry grades or whatever you want to call them are here designed to get kids buying these kits. They're easy to put together, you don't need a lot of tools, they've got some features that you can use in supermarkets, and eventually they're going to graduate hopefully to high grade, master grades, perfect grades, and beyond in the future. The main appeal of this kit for me though is simply because the high grade hasn't hit the stores yet, and this one already has. Looking around the box, you've got a very cluttered cover here. You've got the 1/144th scale Gundam Age, and it's the gauging battle that you can use it because it's got the gauging link system, because it has a gauging chip inside, which you'll see when we crack open the box. Gauging Seo it says there, and there's the name in Japanese, small in English on the bottom. For the Genoace Custom here, you're going to have some stats for in-game there. It's got a cost of 1,000, HP of 1650. You'll notice that it's got a gray beam rifle. We'll see how that works on the inside. Great parts over here because this is going to be painted by a pro. Because it's very simple, it's not going to have all the detail that you're going to see on the box. And there's the pilot, Wolf Eniakel, and he is of course the hotshot who debuted, well, in the end of episode 3, if not episode 4 for his main. And they're going to give you a card so that you can go play some Tri-Age with that if you choose. To the other side, you can see that Bandai has really focused on the game system with this. It's gauging Seo again there. They show off the machine, you get the gauging chip, and you can go enjoy some battle, and why not check it out online for more information. For gunpla purposes, the more interesting thing is that they've got a block build system, which doesn't really apply to this one, just because it's all white. If you were building the H1 normal, you'd be adding color on top of color on top of color for a pretty good effect, but in the end, this one's all white, so we'll see how it looks. Crack the box, and you're going to get one bag with a card, clear green parts there, all the plates are white it looks like. The instructions are built into the box with some details around the edges. For the plates themselves, you've got the A1, it's actually listed as the AG 1/144th Genoace there on the plates. You're going to have 2 sides to either leg. You're going to have the waist section here, small parts to put on the waist and chest. The A2 plate is going to show a variation with the regular Genoace, but you've only got 2 parts here that make up the arms, and you've got the shoulders, with this part being omitted. Then on to the B plate, where you're going to have the waist, feet, chest, and more chest, the shield, and the special beam rifle. Remember, it was gray on the box, it's all white here. Backpack, and you're going to have a custom head. Again, you'll notice that these parts are special for the Genoace, for the custom version. The 4th plate, if you want to call it that, is CL2, which is clear 2, I'm guessing. You've got a very nice visor there for the Genoace. It's going to be its only color variation. Made in 2011, I'd imagine that will get the exact same piece for the high grade. Inside this bag is the gauging chip, which could lead kids to all sorts of supermarket adventures, and it's got some moving parts in it. It sounds like it. Probably they shouldn't be moving too much. 004 written on there, which is of course its number in the series. For card collectors and game players, here you have the actual card, pretty good art down there. HP, attack, speed down there, its special attack, the beam spray gun 3B, its cost, and on the back, here is some information about the mobile suit and a gauging ID. To the manual, if you want to call it that, which is just this broken open box, of course they're advertising buy an Age device, and you can connect it to Haro and have a lot of fun. Here you've got the plates listed. It says in here that it's 40 yen to replace any missing parts. You can do that with that order form down here. Remember, sadly, it's Japan only. Over here, it's going to tell you how to take the parts off the plates, and you just have to use your fingers. It says don't bother with nippers. And in terms of putting the parts together, 3 parts for the head, quite a few parts in the waist at least, the arms, 2 shoulders, the weapon, just a single piece, 2 parts for the legs and the feet. This is probably going to take, without lining, about 5 minutes to put together. Maybe some enterprising kid is going to cut off this red mark here and tape it on to the shield. When it's all put together, all of those plates will turn into all the body parts you see here. To the parts starting bottom to top, and I haven't lined these or added any touch-ups whatsoever, it's like this pretty much right out of the box. First of all, you're just going to get 2 white pieces which go on here. You're going to have an ugly seam line down the middle, no mobility with the legs whatsoever, and the foot is going to sit at an angle when it's attached onto the body. Don't expect the chest to break up the monotony, unlike the advanced grade Age 1 normal, which had a ton of color variations in here. Here you do have the ability to have color variations, which I'd imagine are in the regular Genoace. You've got the part which you put on here, down there, but otherwise you're just going to have very simple thrusters on the back, hollow parts there. The side skirts do not move, and actually nothing moves whatsoever. That trend continues with the shoulders, even though they are unique to the custom compared to the regular Genoace. They just clip on here, so I was hoping that there'd be a bulb joint or something in there. Nothing whatsoever, no rotating point, no bend, but they do a good job of at least recreating what should be the moving parts with the wrist down there. You've got the cover, which looks good on the hand. The elbow looks good if you wanted to add some gray paint, but it is missing out on the gray that the AG Age 1 has. The backpack doesn't have anything like moving thrusters, but there are lots of lining opportunities, and on the inside you're going to have the gauging chip ready for your supermarket action. To the weapons, which is hopefully going to be a lot more effective than the beam spray gun used in the first episode by the Gundam. Here it's just going to fit into the hand quite conveniently. The bayonet is oversized and goes forward, but again, it's a very thin weapon compared to something like the Dodds rifle on the high grade. One part for the shield, which is going to fit on there to the unique left forearm there. And when you turn it over, I went the very ghetto route and basically cut out that thing from the inside of the package and just taped it on with tape, which I figured is suiting for a model of this quality. The head, however, looks alright, and that's thanks to the commander's antenna, if you want to call it that, up there. And when you put it together, you'll notice that under that green clear part, which looks really good, it doesn't quite fill in the face mask altogether. I don't know if that's going to be in the high grade as well, but it's cool that you've got lots of lining opportunities, so if you wanted to put some paint or some lining under there, it would actually do a very good job of showing through this light green color. I'm going to wrap up this first part right there, but stay tuned for the next part where I'll wrap up my review of the advanced grade Genoace Custom. So far the unbox was okay, but we'll see how it looks all put together. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya. You know, I had 4 colors in my A-plate. Yeah, for what? Your butter knife? When you see the rough shape first grade X is in, I expect you and I to be getting a lot more action in the stunt department.